Look, any high-performing individual has a desire to improve themselves, right? We all have a desire for personal growth, especially men. There's just this drive. We want to provide for our families. We want to purchase a house. We want all of these things that society has told us we need. Now, the one factor that I, on my journey, have discovered that will ultimately be the differentiating factor between myself and my peers around me is, instead of chasing worldly outcomes, I'm chasing intrinsic inputs, right? I'm doing everything possible to master my flesh, not master my job, my friendships, myself in social settings, my relationships. And here's the thing, you're gonna think, oh, you don't want to master any of those things. Why would you? No, I will master those things. But first, instead of spending my entire life trying to hang on to those, trying to just barely make sure that my relationship with my wife is perfect, just barely keeping in touch with all of my friends who were there for me my whole life, instead of just barely going and talking and meeting new people and growing my opportunities and opening myself up and my career up to new places and just barely being able to get the promotion. Instead of just doing that, what I do is I max out my flesh. I go to the gym. You can fit this in, by the way. I go to the gym. I eat extremely clean. I've made immense lifestyle changes over the past 4 years. I have intense thought experiments and mindful routines and breathing exercises that I do on a daily basis. I ensure that all of the nutrients that my body needs to survive are being consumed through food or through supplementation. I drink copious amounts of water. I cut out vices that don't serve me. I have a relationship on a spiritual level in my mind. I believe in a higher power. For you, if you don't believe in a higher power, you can still have spirituality, and spirituality is still something you need. When you master those things, all of your other worldly desires fall into place. I promise you that. And what it's called is a holistic approach to health. Not just focusing on trying to look good in the mirror and scratching your ego a little bit. It is holistically setting yourself up for lifelong exponential success. Because when you talk to your friends and they ask you, how do you look so good? And you tell them that you eat plain ground beef with salt in the morning and that you work out until you feel like you're gonna cry, and you sit and you journal and brain dump all of your thoughts that are ruining your thought process. Your mind is the clearest it's ever been because you're eating a diet that is full of whole foods, nutrient dense protein, and you're not smoking weed and zinning and vaping and all of these other vices and drinking every single weekend, right? People are gonna look at you like you're a freak of nature, because you are, and because that's what it takes to differentiate yourself and to become a freak of nature, to become your best self. Becoming your best self is not chasing all of these things that are an outcome of becoming your best self. It is just becoming your best self. And then all of those worldly things that society tells you you need to have, a good family, healthy relationships, a house, fulfillment, a successful career, you'll have them, okay? And if you already have them, but you're not feeling fulfilled, it's because you are missing that piece of you that has not fully developed and grown into the best version of itself.